A streak of blue. Thomas and Edward gave a splendid effort building the railway, but they weren't suited for fast mainline services. As such, the fat director purchased another engine called Henry. Although a good sort, he was prone to steaming troubles, which caused endless frustration. Due to a lack of funds, engines were loaned from other railways. One of these, known only as 87546, fancied himself the savior of the line, and never failed to make it known.
Oh, blimey, Edward, you look exhausted.
I feel exhausted. I can barely feel my wheels.
Look, let me take this train. You've done your fair share of the work today.
No, Johnson, you've got your goods to take. Plus, it would take too long for you to turn round.
Well, I could always pull it backwards, you know.
No, you've got more than enough to do, so save your steam on my work and stay focused on yours, please.
All right, Eddie, steady on, won't you?
Fret no longer, he declared, dragging Henry and his train into the big station. For I have restored order to our timetable once more.
Does he ever tire from all that hot air in his boiler?
Thomas
Jesus
remarked to
Christ.
Edward. I say, you, little one, the big engine beckoned to Thomas. Be a good lackey, take my coaches and the indisposed away. I must rest my aching wheels. As Thomas buffered up, Henry couldn't even meet his gaze.
I'm sorry,
He sighed.
He should be sorry. Fucking Drosseln must have been zozzled when he drew his ugly smoke box.
Retorted Thomas.
One day he'll get his.
You know, 87546 said loudly to another loaned engine, I do sympathize with the fat director. Wasted what little hard-earned money he had on a mite, an antique, and an invalid. I'm the real bargain. The strength of 3 for the coal and water consumption of 1. Only a matter of time before he purchases me.
The fat director,
Edward interjected.
favours engines with good character. You leave much to be desired in that department.
And where has good character led you, replied 87546. Certainly not the main line. Speed and strength are all that matters there. When I pull coaches, you merely see a streak of blue. Engines like you fade into the background. A more pressing matter. When I am purchased, what do you suppose my proper name should be? I fancy something regal. Lord Frederick Regaby has a certain charm to it. No?
Well, I think you're out of
Save your steam, Thomas. It's no use arguing with him.
The next morning, 87546 awoke to a startling sight. There was Henry, hissing halfway on the turntable. What the devil is this? Henry coughed feebly. Well, get better and out of my way this instant. My admiring passengers are waiting. I demand extrication at once.
Oh, worse and worse.
The fat director scowled.
These passengers cannot be kept waiting. I'm sorry, Edward. As the others have gone, you'll have to take the coaches.
Well, with all due respect, sir, I think the Express is a tad beyond Edward's capabilities. Not if I help you.
Bubbled Thomas.
2 engines are better than 1, sir. Besides, the others can manage their own shunting for a while.
The fat director considered.
Very well.
He said at last.
Do your best, but take care.
Don't you worry, boss man.
The engines backed excitedly onto the train. The passengers marveled at the strange combination, but were thankful to have any train at all.
Come on, come on!
called Thomas.
Steady now,
Advised Edward. Thomas was so excited to leave the yards, he nearly pulled Edward's coupling off. Soon they were on the main line and having a wonderful time. Edward chuckled. He was glad to stretch his wheels again. The coaches felt light as air. Other engines were shocked as they raced past.
Well, by Jove!
Later, they returned to the big station, exhausted but triumphant.
Well,
Smiled Henry.
our streak of blue has returned, and in one piece no less.
87546 scowled as the happy passengers swarmed out of the coaches. What splendid little engines you are,
Your director must be proud of you. Oh, he's more than happy.
chuckled Thomas. No. Ha ha! Fumed 87546. You were only allowed out of the yard because clanky old Edward couldn't manage alone. Enjoy your brief moment in the limelight. It's already fading,
Now, if I didn't know any better,
smirked Thomas.
I'd say he didn't half hate shunting his own train.
He chortled off to the water column, but Edward stayed behind.
You all right, Henry? What on earth happened this morning?
Oh, the usual steaming troubles, you know how it is. Miraculously, however,
He winked.
the problem seemed to vanish after you had gone.
You didn't.
No, Edward.
Henry grinned,
Do you really think I'd do such a thing?
and without another word, Henry steamed away.